Let's get started. Okay. Hey guys, it's Chase. I am coming to talk to you all about um, how I've been dealing with my illness. Now, I think it's stalling and stuff, so it's my first time using the live hangout live or whatever. But I wanted to just talk about the last 2 years. It's been 2 years since I was diagnosed, and say the least, it's been a ride, you know. But it's, um, it's definitely had its challenges, and it's been a little rough, guys. But at the same time, I feel like I'm so super blessed just because I haven't given up, and I'm still making my dreams come true. So let me just first start by saying I was diagnosed 2 years ago, like I said, and that was back in November of 2012. And I've been hospitalized twice for an extended period of time. Definitely have had many flares and issues. I'm sorry, I'm a little out of it because I took pain medicine, but I wanted to come and do this video because I wanted to really talk about the journey of being on the medicines that I've been on and just all of the things that have I've been dealing with in this illness. So the first medicine that I was on was Remicade, and I was on it for approximately 5 months, and then I went without any medicine. I didn't really like Remicade because of the fact that it didn't really help anything. Like it seemed like as soon as I would get the dose, I would be really sick after getting the dose, um, and then I would get the dose and be sick after the dose. So before the dose and after the dose, really sick, and then 1 week uh, being okay. And that just happened every 4 weeks. I mean, I would get my dose every 4 weeks, so it just wasn't the ideal situation. And I didn't really gain weight on that on the page. And then I had moved to Texas, and they do it different here than Virginia. So I struggled with trying to find an infusion clinic, and it was just I had to travel back and forth to Virginia just to get my infusions done. It was just a lot of back and forth. But and then I went with no medicine, like I said, because I didn't have a doctor here, and everything was done by like a primary care doctor, and I didn't have one because I just moved here. And so now, well, once I went through like a lot to try to find a doctor, I did, and she put me on Humira, which is male uh, take my shot every 2 weeks. So, you know, I don't really like Humira either because it's shaping up to be the same scenario where I am really sick like I am now. Um, before I take my shot, which is tomorrow, and then I have terrible joint pain, like my hand hurts and my body just aches, and I get extremely tired. Like crazy how tired my body is, and I could be up. I'll be really tired, but I can't sleep because of the pain. And then I'm kind of hard headed, so I don't really take the pain medicine like I'm supposed to take it. So I end up pretty much suffering through uh, each phase, and like this last phase that I'm in, and then I'll talk about my hospitalization. But this last phase I'm in, I'm just super tired. Like my body is so tired. And I know that that's one of the signs that at least for me, that I'm going into a flare today. I was throwing up and was nauseous and really don't have an appetite, but I still try to eat something. But so yeah, that's why I am now, and I'm just out of it, like really. But um, so in June of last year, I was hospitalized. I had a very bad flare. Like I lost like probably 30 pounds in 3 weeks, and it was just the worst. And I ended up being in the hospital for about 11 days. And uh, when I got out, I was so frail, like so frail. And I was on Humira, so I don't know. There had been a few months that I was on Humira, and I still was having those side effects. But it doesn't really stop the flares. It just uh, supposed to help lessen them as time goes on. But I've been in a flare since I've been on Humira. I've been in a flare probably I got on Humira in March of 2014. So, and then I had experienced a really bad flare in June, May, June. I was very sick in May. That flare lasted probably a month and a half, 2 months. And I've been having little flares off and on. October was like the next worst one. I just didn't get hospitalized. But it still is very, very challenging to deal with. And so I just go in and out of being sick a lot. And and so I'm, fighting with the disability claims because they, say that you don't have enough information, medical information, or the doctor says not as severe. But it's crazy to me because they judging that off of something that they see inside, which is cool. But what about with how I feel? Like I am not myself from what I used to be. Now, I will say that I handle it very well because, well, it's best as I can. I got God on my side, and I have faith in Him to heal, especially my mental, because that's what it's going to take to get through half the time with this type of illness. Now, I know a lot of people may not understand what Crohn's disease is, but um, it's an autoimmune specific disease, and it affects so many different things. Like it affects your eating, it affects your strength, it affects your mental. I mean, it can really bring you down if you're not careful because you're sick all the time and you really can't eat. And um, so it is kind of challenging, really. But at the same time, I try to take my shots because you've probably seen on this channel before. I'll record taking my shots just to show people what it is that I go through. Now, this is my hair channel, but I often talk about Crohn's on this channel. I have a second channel, which is the I Chase I Dream channel, and that's all about my performance, and I came up with that program myself. I'm a life coach, and so it's what I really enjoy doing. But it's crazy because Crohn's pain is just like my little blessing, I call it, because even though it's hard to deal with, and people really don't understand or put a lot of emphasis on Crohn's. I mean, there are so many other invisible diseases, lupus, diabetes, um, I don't know, I wouldn't say cancer is an invisible disease, but sometimes you don't know that people have cancer either. So there are telltale signs to each individual illness. But nevertheless, my struggle has been just maintaining, I would say, a long period of time of not having any effect. But I don't think that that's possible because my stomach swells. Um, I just go from one extreme to the next with it. And I try to maintain a very positive attitude and I try to smile and I try to, you know, be consistent in the things that I enjoy doing, like writing and speaking. You know, like I said, I'm a life coach. So it's, and I'm really following my dreams, you know, even though this is something that I deal with on a daily basis because this is every day. This isn't just, you know, once in a blue moon. But so like I said, I was hospitalized twice since I've been diagnosed. I'm in the process now. I've been dealing with the disability claims and all of that. And then now I didn't have any insurance at first. And now I have insurance that the state or the city helps you with. Um, and it's like I cannot find a doctor. I don't understand it, but you know, I just keep that in prayer that that it all come when it's needed, and all of it's gonna work out, for the best, for the best, and I believe that. So, I mean, but my day-to-day struggles sometimes is a little difficult, but like I said, I try to just maintain a positive attitude, and I really surround myself with the things that I really want to do in life and helping people and inspiring others to just keep going, even if they have something that they deal with. We still have to look at it. We still have to keep going, no matter what. And so um, tomorrow is my shot day, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back on Wednesday so you all can kind of see uh, what the difference is, because there's a huge difference um, before the shot when I'm feeling sick. And like I said, today has been not the best day. Last night I was up all night because I was not feeling well. And then like my body becomes overly tired that I can't sleep. And so I really haven't had any rest. So I have to take pain medicine tonight. And then hopefully I'll be able to go to sleep. And that's probably why I look a little but um, I'm gonna try my best to get some rest. But like I said, tomorrow a shot day, and it's like I don't get too many days where I'm not having some effect with the illness. So I mean, I just try to maintain a great, positive attitude. And most people that know me know that I'm very upbeat, and, like super energized person. So when I slow down and become very, like I am now, it's a huge difference. And, I mean, mentally I'm okay here, and connecting with people. It's like my body just wants to give out, and it's a weird feeling. But nevertheless, I don't want to talk to you to death about that part. But I just wanted to come and do a quick update. This is like I said, my first time using the live. I'm not sure how it's going to come out. I know it looks like it's a little sluggish, but I'm trying to think of other ways that I can come to you guys instead of always having to record and then have to edit and do a whole bunch of stuff on the other end. But um, hopefully this looks great. But if you have any questions about phones, because I can talk to you about my experience, and I think that that's what most people do because although we might all have Crohn's, it doesn't always affect us all in the same way. So I may have a different story than someone else's, but at the same time, the struggle is real for me. So I just try to stay, like I said, positive. I really do. I try to think of the best case scenario. Even when I'm in a higher state, I try to read a lot more and maybe listen to some audio books and stuff that I'm always reading. But yeah, so that's it. That's just my quick update. I don't know if it was too quick, but it was definitely an update. And I will come back on Wednesday to kind of show you after I took my medicine what the difference is. Okay? So keep watching. Thanks so much for watching. If you watch this, and subscribe and like this video, share it. It may help someone that may have just found out that they have phones and they're looking for someone to connect with. I'm definitely available. Just leave a comment below and I will get back to you. All right. So have a good night and thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.